Hey guys, I just got the 67 Mustang Fastback seats back from the upholsterer. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what we did and how they turned out. Here they are, 1967 Mustang Fastback seats. These are similar to what the original deluxe interior seats came from the factory looking like, although these are TMI upholstery with the Sport 2 foam. So you'll notice it's got more bolsters on the side and on the seat cushion. You can check out the previous video I did that showed all the materials when I first got the upholstery and when I got the seat foam, so you can see what that looked like prior to me taking it up to the upholsterer. But here's what it looks like now. Again, I took it to Stitches Custom Upholstery in Poulsbo, Washington. Tony up there did a fantastic job. Thanks, man. Couldn't be happier with how these turned out. And I'll walk you through. Again, what I picked was black on black with the deluxe Comfortweave inserts. Again, this is TMI's version of what the original upholstery looked like that would have been deluxe original for a 67 with that option. This also has the lower seat trim and the fiberglass seat backs that, if you'll remember from the previous video, one of them used to be lime gold. Actually, they both used to be lime gold, and I had one black bottom section piece, but you'll see they're all black now, got them painted. They turned out fantastic. This stainless trim is just set on there right now. I don't have it screwed on because we're gonna still buff the stainless trim out as good as we absolutely can. So that's still there, but I wanted to show you because I hadn't ever seen what the Sport 2 foam looks like with these buckets on. With the back fiberglass seat trim. And I just love the way that it looks. It almost looks like one of those old Thunderbird seats that had the same kind of a fiberglass seat back, but a bucket with a little bit more bolster. I just really love how this is put together. Again, I hadn't seen anybody do exactly this with the deluxe Comfortweave with the fiberglass seat backs. And again, I think it just turned out fantastic. So here's the finished product. So this TMI Sport 2 foam is high density foam. So it sits a little bit firmer than the original foam that would have came stock with a 67 Mustang. And I really love how it sits. Nick has a 65 Impala with TMI bucket seats with the high density foam. You can check his video out here in his 65 SS. I really like how they feel, and so I wanted to emulate something similar that still looked like a factory 67 to somebody who doesn't know the difference. So all you really astute Mustang enthusiasts, you'll probably be able to spot immediately that this is not the factory shaped seat with the side bolsters, but most people who maybe are just vaguely aware of what Mustangs look like, you wouldn't know that this isn't factory, and that's exactly the look I was going for. Here's a look underneath the seats. You can see that Stitches Upholstery did a fantastic job. They used the TMI supplied new foam. They used the all new burlap that he had, and they cleaned up and then powder coated the original frame. So the seats are original seats. The frame is the original frame. It's just cleaned up. You can see it's just black powder coat. So it's gonna last way longer than the originals would have. They were pretty rusty, but in solid shape. And this is how it turned out. I mean, that's really what you wanna do if you're going for either a restoration, a resto mod, or a full-on pro touring with original looking seats. Couldn't be happier with how these turned out. Again, here's another shot of the back. These seat backs are pretty hard to find original. They came in the Shelbys and they came in the deluxe optioned decor package for interior, but I believe they just started reproducing this stuff in aftermarket. I've heard that the fitment is a little bit questionable, so if you can find a set of originals, you're gonna pay a pretty good amount for them, but they tend to fit a lot better, and I think once they're restored, these ones were in really great shape, so we just basically needed to repaint them. They turned out super nice. If you can do that, that's the ticket. Here is what the back seats look like. Again, I went with the same Comfortweave material on the inside, black on black with the original style vinyl there. I went ahead and did all the original styled seat buttons that would have came original. This style you can see is obviously for the fold down rear seat for the 67 Fastback. So again, I'm really happy with how these turned out. Fantastic. The trim for the seats that I'm going with in Deluxe is different than the factory trim. These are the old side pieces, aluminum side pieces, I guess they are. That is for the standard bucket seats. So I've got an extra set of these. Here's the original covers, plastic covers that go on the other side. So I've got a set of originals. If anybody needs non-deluxe black vinyl bucket seat front and rear, I have those. I still have a little longer to wait before I can get these seats in the car. Obviously, if you saw the video from last week, I got the car back from the acid dip, but there's quite a bit of metal work that needs to be done. So first, we've got to replace all the metal, then all the outside body work has to be done, then the transmission, engine goes in. Interior is going to be the last thing, basically, to get buttoned up. But I'll just be patient. These will be sitting here. Again, super happy with how these turned out. I think the next step is going to be a couple of metal piece replacements. I've got the Danacorn full floor pan going in. That's been on back order, so we're just waiting patiently for that to get in. Stay tuned again if you want to keep following progress on the 67 Mustang. I'll drop a link in the description and maybe in the comments also if you want to revisit. If you've missed any of the, 10 or 12 videos I've done on the Mustang, you can start from the beginning. It's kind of interesting to see how my build plan has evolved since the first video. Initially, I was thinking I was going to go with a Coyote engine. I switched gears, decided to go with a small block, all aluminum 427. A couple of other things have changed along the way, as most build plans have to evolve when they're spread out over a little bit of time. But yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think. And again, I'd be curious to know what you guys have done with your Mustang interiors. Let me know what you did, and if you were to do it again, would you do it any differently? Drop the comment in the bottom of the video, and I will dive in and look forward to seeing you there. Thanks, guys.